Hi, good morning, fourth graders. Today we will be making a schedule to keep you focused during your work time at home, okay? So being at home means that you're going to have many distractions, right? Like TV, tablets, maybe your siblings, your parents, and we have to learn how to stay organized so we can complete our work. So think about this question. What are some distractions that are around you right now? Look around you. What distractions do you have? Think of maybe three things that are distracting you. Give me a thumbs up once you have three. So today we are going to create a schedule of all of the important times, like the office hours, independent work time, tribes time, and then you're going to put up the schedule in your house to keep you accountable, okay? And I and Ms. Diaz are no longer in class telling you what to do and at what time. So you're expected to be a lot more independent. You will have to decide when to complete each task for both my class and Ms. Diaz's class, okay? So you have to figure out when is the best time for you to get your work done. And these are some things that you're going to consider. Do you have to share the computer with somebody? Maybe you have to share it with your cousin. Maybe you have to share it with your brother or your sister. Will you need your parents' help or your siblings' help? Right? You have to make sure that if you need help, that they're there at that time. So you have to pick the right time to work. What time do you work best? I know some of you are up at 8, 9 o'clock already on Google Classroom, right? Some of you aren't there till, the afternoon. So you have to figure out what time works for you. Obviously, 8 o'clock at night is not the best time. So make sure that you're choosing times where you are awake and where you are a lot more focused, okay? So creating your schedule. You want to make sure that you are plugging in our office hours, and not just my office hours, but Ms. Diaz's office hours, Ms. Driscoll's, and Ms. Alara's, right? In case you need help, you know what time will be available on Google Meets. You also want to include our tribes time. You want to include our small groups time. We all have times that we'll meet with small groups, but those are by invitation only. So you may not have small groups that week, but you want to make sure that you know when it's happening on your schedule, just in case we invite you. And then you want to dedicate about 1 to 2 hours of your own work time every day, right? Maybe 1 hour for my class, 1 hour for Ms. Diaz. You might want to do 1 hour in the morning, one in the afternoon, or all together from like 10 to 12. You have to decide what works best for you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to create a sample schedule with a lot of the resources that we have. So your schedule will look something like that. And here I have the list of things that you want to make sure that you include. You have the days here across the top, and then like the different hours throughout the day. Okay, and you can include later than 5, but again, don't want to be working too late. Okay, so where do you find all of this information? So if you go to your Google Classroom under classwork, and under distance learning resources, you're going to see this document called Office Hours, Small Group, and Tribes Time. If you open that up, you will see when all of the teachers, here are the teachers, when we each have office hours, when we each have small group time, when we have tribes time. Okay, and you want to plug those in. So for example, Mrs. Yanis has office hours on Tuesday from 11 to 12. So then you go to your schedule. Let's see, it was Tuesday, I think 11 to 12. Let me just make sure. Yeah, Tuesday, 11 to 12. Mrs. Yanis has office hours. So here I'm going to put Yanis office hours, 11 to 12. Okay, so that's 1. And then she also has office hours Wednesday, 2 to 3. So then I go back here, Wednesday, 2 to 3. Yanis has office hours from 2 to 3, right? 2 different days. Let me just make sure. Giannis, 11 to 12. Yes. And then I also want to include Miss Diaz's office hours, Miss Driscoll's office hours, and Miss Lara's office hours. And some of them will have it at the same time. Like, for example, Miss Diaz and Miss Lara both have office hours at the same time. That's okay. You put both of those in. You also want to put in the small groups time and the tribes time. So tribes is on Friday from 1 to 1:30. So eventually your schedule is going to look pretty full. Obviously, you're not going to go to every single office hours. You go when you have questions, but it's on your schedule just, just in case you have questions. So you're going to include your office, everybody's office hours, our tribes time, our small groups time, which, it's all on this document. You want to plug them in. And then you want to think about when you're going to do your work, right? So once you see the schedule, when is the best time for you to go onto Google Classroom and complete work on Lexia, the work that I'm going to have, that Ms. Diaz is going to have? Think about when is the best time. So you're going to, let's say you want to work 2 hours on Monday from 9 to 11. So then you put work time, right? Work time. So you want to make sure that you have 1 to 2 hours every day, okay? You want to give yourself enough time to do everything that you need to do, right? So think about when is the best time for you to get your work done, okay? So eventually your schedule will be pretty full. You also want to make sure you have time to play and, recess time. So make sure that you have enough time to get your work done. So you are going to make your schedule on a Google Doc, which is included in the assignment, and you're going to turn it in. It is due on Friday by 12 o'clock, and I will be checking, and I'll call you if I don't see that it's submitted. Before you submit it, though, you want to copy it down on a piece of paper or maybe even your reader's notebook, and you want to post it somewhere near your workspace, right? Because you want to refer to the schedule every day. You want to make sure that you're, on track to getting your work done, right? And once you have it completed, once you've submitted, once you have a copy down, then you want to reflect. You want to ask yourself, how did I do today? Did I keep to my schedule? And you can score yourself on a scale of 1 to 5. 5 meaning that you did everything on your schedule. You went to office hours, you did your work, you got everything done, right? 1 means that you didn't even open up Google Classroom, right? That you didn't get your work done. So hopefully, Dragons, this helps you stay a lot more organized. I look forward to seeing your schedules. At 12 o'clock, when you submit it, or as soon as you submit it, I'll start giving you feedback. Okay, so on your schedule, if I see that you missed tribes, I'll put a little note, hey, you forgot to put your tribes information. So also look for once you turn it in, I'm going to give you feedback. I'm going to be checking your work and giving it back to you so that you can correct it, okay? But this video is here for you so that you can see it again and again in case you have any questions, okay? All right, Dragons, I look forward to seeing your schedules. And don't forget that tomorrow, Friday, we have Tribes Time at 1 o'clock, and that's an opportunity for all of us to see each other on Google Meets. All right, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.